Hello and welcome back to the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, pretty version this time, because we are on PC. That said, I haven't done any actual, streaming tests of this yet. We'll have to see whether or not the visual quality stays as crisp as it is supposed to. My GPU load here on the title screen, which has actually thus far been one of the most demanding parts of the game that I have seen thus far. I've only gone as far as the very beginning of the Balahara Sacred Chase bit. But yeah, my GPU utilization here on the title screen is about 70% when I have streaming active. And as long as that stays below 100%, we should have a clean and clear viewing experience. But again, that's a should. I don't know for sure. So if anything looks weird, let me know. Anyway, Redmond and Stache have both received slight updates to their look and or voice. Redmond's got a different beard. It's bigger, which it looks better. And Stache's voice has been increased in pitch by 1. Because it felt just a smidge too deep before. Outlander, I'm not surprised your 2070S is at 100% the whole time.
Let's do this.
Because the 2070 Super is pretty much exactly what's in a PS5. It's pretty much on par. Like, you could argue it's a 4060, but, like, in terms of raw performance power.
Oh, hey there.
Hey! Over here!
Hey,
Over here, Hunter!
Your reputation precedes you, Hunter. I trust you know what I've called you here to discuss.
Yes, sir. The Forbidden Lands?
Indeed. But more precisely about the boy we rescued in the vicinity. Entry to the region itself has been restricted for 1,000 years. We thought it completely uninhabited. Any remnants of its ancient civilization rest solely in historical record. Now imagine our surprise to have discovered this boy.
Outlander, the PS5 plays at a 30 FPS cap unless you're in frame rate mode.
Said they have a village in a land we thought
There's
uninhabited for ages.
resolution mode and frame rate mode. In frame rate mode, it
Academy, of course, has
can
remained
get higher,
skeptical.
This village?
but at the cost of lowered settings, naturally.
Nothing absolute, but the mysterious composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy,
Sir?
it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village, and he escaped alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used to make his escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status of the village?
Unknown.
And of the monster?
Unknown. However, the scholars hypothesize that it may be a monster, which we thought to have perished long ago.
An extinct species?
They're calling it the White Wraith. The Guild has authorized the rescue of the Keepers and an investigation into this monster. I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which, I have an extra assignment for you.
Hello, my name is Alma. Come on. It's okay. Great, and you? As soon soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we can get started.
Yeah, I'm not surprised the
This is
town's the
gonna be
heaviest
great.
load, considering how Dragon's Dogma 2
I
was.
hope we find them soon.
Look!
Hard to part!
Aye!
There's so many.
Imagine if this game made us actually fight that entire herd.
They're exceptionally agitated. Could they be chasing something?
It's a person! Bring us closer!
And crash right into them! We're still too far away!
What do we do? Hold on. What's that?
That's our ride.
Can you reach it?
I have to try.
I'm coming too!
I still feel like our cat jumped way too late to actually land on the bird.
Here we go. Hold on.
You gotta save that girl!
How many Balahara on screen right now? I count at least 7.
Through there! But we can't go over!
Looks like it knows a way.
She's in trouble!
I know what to do. Hang on. Get out of here.
I'll cover you! Right on top! Right on target! On the flank! Right on top! On the rocks, too!
Then we can bring those rocks down.
Last time I brought rocks with a Balahara on them down, it killed the Balahara.
Look, the others! What's happening?
Throw it now!
Wish the game didn't lie to me about what weapon Redmond uses.
Here. You're okay
Sumut? Hey, it's okay. You're safe now.
Yo.
So much for this region being uninhabited.
It must be a type of flightless.
Isai. He's still in trouble. Isai? We were doing sacred practice. But then it came. And my brother, he...
What came? One of the things that was chasing you earlier? It's okay. And your brother, where is he?
He told me to run. And he stayed.
Sounds like trouble, yeah?
Can you tell us where he is?
The sacred. He knows Isai sent.
Let's find him.
I'm with you. Everyone else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
Understood. Just send a signal if you need backup.
We'll leave some supplies for you. I'll keep an eye on these two.
We're moving out.
Coming.
Please, take these people to save Isai.
We're counting on you.
Come with me, okay? Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Come on. Be careful out there! We will!
See you later!
We should prepare a bit, just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to change my weapon, and apparently I have to talk to Alma to do it.
Oh.
That's twice that's happened. Where I press X once, and the game acts like I pressed it multiple times and skips her first bit of dialogue.
Wonderful. In that case...
Anyway, Switch Axe.
You can try out your
I
weapon
love
over
Switch
here.
Axe.
Once you've got a feel for the weapon...
Yeah, there's a few things
We can head back to camp if you need to
that
use your weapon.
I didn't do with Switch Axe before, because I didn't really know about them, but like, that move right there, the counter rising slash, if you counter something with it, it actually does a pretty incredible burst of energy. Also, zero sum is a thing, but where if you just tap, it does the normal one, you gotta hold to do zero sum. Or at least to latch on for zero sum. So, yeah, there's some things that I didn't know about. And interestingly enough, if we check the play guide for weapon controls here, and then look at the Switch Axe controls, okay, I guess it does show counter rising slash, and like, this is how I learned zero sum discharge is a thing. Full release slash. That's also a thing that looked quite potent that I never did. Ah, yeah, it's this. Looks real cool. And it also puts me into axe mode at the end of it. But I think you can do that, like, following a discharge? Yeah, you can. So yeah, neat things abound. Now to bird up.
All right. Let's have the sacred follow the scent.
Oh, now that we're actually in game.
These sacred are quite intelligent. If it was
Where
scent,
is it?
then
Where is
they'll
it? Where is
follow
it?
on their own.
They're fast, too.
There's like Sacred Auto Explore. Yeah, there it is. Turn that off and your Sacred can actually, like, stop moving.
Did you hear that?
It's coming from in there.
And we'll hide other players' Sacreds just to make it so that they... Oh. No menus allowed right now.
No.
Yeah, if I do multi, not seeing other players' Sacreds when they're just running around during combat will at least save some GPU resources. That tongue looks a lot more moist here than it did on PS5.
No! Stay away! Come on, bud. We have to run.
Go!
What? I can't just leave him.
I'll help. Hurry! Caution, Your team is an amphibian. The guild authorizes you to immediately neutralize this threat.
Also, worthy of note, zero-sum discharge operates on rise rules. Which is to say... It, as far as I can tell, it keeps me from being launched while I am doing it. And it reduces the incoming damage from attacks, but it does not make them zero.
Aim for the wound while I get its attention. Hey, monster!
So yeah, full release. Pretty nice. The fact that you can actually swap into sword mode during the axe thing is nice.
Hey, monster! Over here! I'm the one you want!
The axe focus strike, you can swap into sword mode, and vice versa.
It's winding up a big attack!
That has a larger AoE than I thought it would. And I was way too early there. Again, way too early.
Hey,
Though really, I think what I should say is this guy just winds up for way too long. Way too late there. Can't follow the zero sum up with anything, though.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Use an SOS flare to call for support.
Can, but won't. I can handle a Chatacabra by myself. I wonder, can we enable arachnophobia mode while not in-game? Or while not on the menu? Doesn't look like it. Would have been interesting if we could turn these to slimes on the fly.
Almost there.
So yeah, the fact that we can do the full unleash after the sword counter is nice. Good to hear you getting used to things there, Outlander. Nice thing about you playing a Lance is you know for sure that it will never change in a way that makes it lose what people love about it. Because if it did, Fujioka would be very upset. Lance and Hammer are the two weapons that you can be absolutely certain will always have their core identity completely intact without any major changes.
Great work! I knew you were the best.
Meanwhile, Insect Glaive apparently got a full redesign in this game. Well, not full, but pretty significant. Hey, Guard, I'm doing fine. Hope you're doing better than you were yesterday. Well, that's plenty of Chatacabra certificates. So we definitely aren't going to need to always hunt a monster once per part we want, or per armor piece we want to make, that's for sure.
We're over here.
It's safe now.
There. Thank the winds.
Glad to hear it, Guard.
Allow us to introduce introduce ourselves.
Wait.
And yeah, Outlander, I think that behavior you're noticing with the auto shield bash
There's no
thing,
way you should have been able to. So, how?
I think that's part of the weapon clash system. You can clash with only specific attacks from monsters,
Nona, where is she?
and not every monster has a clashable attack.
We'll take you to her, all right?
Hey, you made it. What a fascinating creature.
Any trouble finding us?
None at all, thanks to your flair.
You must be Isai. Please, this way.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hey, Hunter. Back already? Good work.
Hey, your sister's just over there.
She's been worried, Sec. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp. This way.
On the subject of that big lightning wyvern Outlander, that is one of the monsters that does not have an offset attack, or not offset, clash attack.
Perfectly capable of.
Nona!
Isai, you're okay.
The winds.
You see? She's fine. Now scram. Go. Back to your stations. They'll fill us in later.
I didn't properly thank you before. Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Hey Crab, yes, it is performing better on PC. I've been pinned at 60 FPS so far.
I'm Isai. My sister and I are from
And yeah, I'm at ultra graphics settings, so
It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Alma. The others and I are here on a search. We're from a place far out west.
How did you end up in that situation back there?
Oh, it was all my fault. I was careless. I was helping Nona with riding practice, and the Chotacabra snuck up on us. I told Nona to run for it while I got its attention, but when my Sacred and I tried to get away, he slipped, and we fell into that cave.
I wonder if that
And
subtitle
so, who exactly
is meant to mean
are
that
the two of you?
in his
Must
native
have really
tongue,
surprised you earlier.
which we're probably all
Forgive me for
speaking
my
right now
lack of
anyway.
understanding, but
Maybe Chotacabra
those
just means
tools
giant toad. It's not a name,
I've
it's
never
just a
seen anything like that
descriptor.
before.
Considering
Back where we're
Tetsukabra
from, specialists use these tools to
is meant
protect
to be
others from
like
other creatures.
stubborn toad or something, because
With the
the
understanding that
Tetsu's
they're
meant
never
to
be brandished at other people's
imply
use.
stubbornness.
Only those with special permission are allowed to use them.
Tools, specialists, permission. It's all new to me. But I'm just glad you were there.
And we've already heard the
I won't keep
rest,
you
so
talking. Let's take a look at those wounds.
Why don't we have a look around base camp?
on the subject of monster names being direct translations in this game relative to other games, one thing I actually appreciate... Oh, is it going to thank me for playing? Yep, it sure is. One thing that I actually appreciate is the fact that, unlike in World, there are more monsters where the English names and the Japanese names are not effectively identical. Monster Hunter World almost every monster, the English name was just a transliteration of the Japanese name.
Fierce monsters with a nasty temperament here
And while there are still plenty of those here,
as it's likely
there are
the
also
we've been authorized to
3
deal with
that
that
aren't
before it gets out of
as
control.
direct. There's Lalabarina, which is...
I've marked the target on your map.
What was
For
it?
now, let's make for
Let
that
me-
location.
I've got it somewhere.
Take these two while you're at it. I'm sure you'll find them useful.
Ah, yes, the Japanese name for Lalabarina is Labarabarina. And Arkveld is Arushuverudu, or Verudo, Arushuverudo. So Arshveld instead of Arkveld.
Have you selected your weapons?
And
If not,
Uthduna
do
is
so in the center
Uzutuna,
there. You can equip both a
which
primary and secondary weapon.
is very similar, but they went from a D to a T, or from a T to a D, rather. Which I imagine they did specifically because they don't want us calling it a tuna. And also with Uzu being the word for like an eddy or a whirlpool or something like that, small whirlpool. It's basically Uzu tuna is swirly tuna. So they definitely don't want us calling it that. Because that would be a silly thing to call it. No raid Dow here right from the very start this time. That's fine. We need to actually get into the options menu. Because I need to change how bird works. Which I believe is in here. Sacred Auto Explorer is off. I need... Not that. I need... Where's the Sacred Controls? You know what? I'm gonna get off bird so it stops moving while I'm in here. Okay. Somewhere in here there are things that need to be done. Okay. We can set the damage numbers to display with decimals, which... I don't know if the decimals actually get applied, because in previous Monster Hunter games, they always just got chopped off. Not even rounded, just chopped off. But let's have decimals, just for extra information. Minimap, I want to have fixed, because I like fixed minimaps. Where's the stuff here? None of this seems to really be anything I care too much about. Nothing here really matters. Okay, so it's probably in controls then, huh? For sacred controls. Outlander, I will play with viewers today, potentially. I just gotta hunt all of the monsters here solo once on PC. And then whatever time is left, I can absolutely play with viewers. But, gotta get things the way I like them. There it is. Sacred, or that's call sacred controls. You can bird up and bird down? Also, hey, type 2 is dog controls. And type 3 is bird up and dog controls. Let's go type 3, because there were a couple times where I have tried to mount bird by holding circle. There it is, sacred manual controls. I want type 2, because type 2 makes it so that you use the stick to go. You know, like you do in every single game that uses control sticks. Whereas this is press buttons to change bird speed and must hold bird brake to make bird stop, instead of just let go of move stick to make bird not move. I like when my things stop moving when I do not hold the move stick. Oh yeah, auto sheath is on by default. Where is that? There it is. Off. I know when I want to sheath. And I know how to sheath. I do not need auto sheath. Okay. And I never bothered with camera settings on PS5. Oh, we can have our character be in the middle or have our character be off to the left, I see. Why not let us have our character be off to the right? Oh, and focus camera. That's the thing that I hated. And I can turn it off, and it is off now, and I am glad.
Exercise caution.
So we've got camera dead zones. I actually really like that they show us a live representation of the dead zone and our current position on it. That's actually really cool. I wonder what would make camera speed faster? Doesn't seem like any of these. Because I would like the camera to be just a smidge faster than this. But whatever. Bird up.
I gathered some materials too. Check your sacred's pouch.
And since we're in the inclemency, a certain zappy boy should be here pretty soon. Okay, there's my zappy boy. Bird go. Camera speed is first page, very top. Ah, yes, so it is. Let's try 8. It's closer to how I want it. I think maybe 9 or 10 would be exactly what I want. But that can wait, because there's a Ray Dow right over there. So he is here for 18 minutes. The camera's a little close. Let's see if we can get him in that time. Now that I know more moves. Ow. Oh, right, I haven't even bothered changing my equipment or anything. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna actually get this one in time. So maybe I should just not bother and instead go for the Doshaguma. And the Balahara, and then just do a Ray Dow later. Yeah, that sounds like the smart thing to do, honestly.
Time to go on the offensive.
Sorry, Ray Dow. Apparently I cannot open the map right now, which is fine. How do I... Oh! Let's put this on. That should let us get free. Okay, Alpha Dasha. Bird go.
That Alpha is our target. The quest will begin once you've dealt enough damage to it.
Got it.
Okay, so you have to deal enough damage to a monster to begin a quest. Interesting.
They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
I could use this large dung pod, but we didn't fight the Alpha Dashagama with his buddies before. And I kind of feel like seeing what it's like.
They're too dangerous to attack. We need to separate.
Large duck pods could force the passage.
Okay, the game has lied to me. Because it said that if you do 2 wild swings and then press triangle, it does the heavy slam that puts you into Power Axe. But clearly I need to do a 3rd. Also, Power Axe mode in this game just makes your axe mode do more damage. And increases the sword juice refill for attacking.
Careful! That's one furious foe!
So apparently offset attacks, the offset function lingers for a good while. Because that last one was A, completely unintentional, and B, it was like at the very end of my animation.
This ought to put a dent in it!
boy's tired. It's amazing how much redder this guy looks when there isn't dirt all over the air. And also all over it. This fur looks way better here than it did on PS5. Oop, stabbed one time too many, I guess. I really need to learn the timing for my offset attack. And apparently sword counter is quite directional.
This way to the shot trap.
Yep. Little boy's helping out. I don't think I can actually get that wound on top of his head from the ground unless he's in the middle of an animation like that one. Oh, apparently another hunter has joined this quest. I guess I didn't set my settings to be automatically solo. So, welcome, rando, to this hunt. Enjoy your stay, but also be aware that I did not intend to have you here. Also, I'm pretty sure the reason everyone is named Hunter is because of the anonymized player names setting.
this.
We could use more supplies. Check your supplies.
Hey, look who's over there.
I'll draw its attention. Other monsters here.
Just getting a little bit of railgun assistance.
Here we go. Excellent use of the turret.
Well, I got obliterated with the Doshaguma. Turns out, Doshaguma bodies do not block the railgun.
Are you okay? Where does it hurt?
Are you okay? That alpha sure packs a punch.
No, the Alpha does not pack a punch. The Alpha Doshaguma is not what harmed me there. It was a certain somebody else.
Looking weak. Almost there. You're not taking me down.
Can't believe I got the, oh no, the Alpha Doshaguma knocked you out dialogue. By getting freaking railgunned.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Okay, so that reaches farther back than I would have expected. Not the best time to get caught reloading.
Monster's exhausted. Sorry.
Yeah, Outlander, to deploy a pop-up camp first, you need a tent in your inventory. Okay, we are not invulnerable during focus attacks. That's actually very good to know. Though we do take reduced damage and no knockback by the looks of it.
Get a load of these claws.
I need to get used to using focus strikes, or focus mode to turn around while I'm in the middle of big animations. Because you can do that. Something that kind of bugs me about the new means of activating zero sum. It seems I can't go into zero sum from a sword double slash like I used to.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Let's set a trap.
Shock trap's down and ready for you.
There. Bear down. Thank you, Rando. I guess. I'm gonna change my settings so that your kind cannot join me in the future. That feels really bad to say. Crab, you can still end zero sum early. I just... It feels better to do it the whole way because damage number's big.
Gotta treat that. I'll just hop off for now.
Okay, let's head back to base. I like how the game is trying to convince me to buy it on Steam Store when I have already very much done so. I have pre-ordered the most expensive version because that's the type of person I am. But I would have bought all the DLC anyway. Okay, let's get our items all set up. We want mega potions. Not trap tools. Mega potions. Trap tools go away. Oh, we have infinite camping kits. Neat. Okay, let's get some traps. Some flashes. I think I found out why my flashes weren't doing much against Radau that one time. I think flashes might just have limited range during the sandstorms. Or perhaps just the inclemency in general. Okay, Hope Axe. Give me that Hope Hammer. And then we wanted to have that mask with this chest. That waist. These legs, and then we wanted the Doshagama arms, and that's what we were wearing last time. Cat gets cute gear. Then, how do we do our multiplayer settings? Wow, that's a bunch of hunters and palicos. Yep, I am not surprised my GPU load has gone up to 90% out there. Okay, here's how I do my quest settings. There we go. Okay, so for now, only support hunters. And these are quests that other people have posted. I don't need to worry about those. Okay. So, it's going to be a while before we get another Radau, I am sure. So let's grab a Balahara. It looks like we've only got 2 options for Balahara right now, and they are both Strength 3. So let's grab that one and begin our survey.
Ensign quest by order of the guild. Those supplies will help with this quest. Let's be sure to use them.
Yes, yes, I know. I wish I could turn these off entirely instead of having the tutorials be limited, because, like, I've already seen this stuff. Still kind of weird that the shrimp apparently were just garnish. Never once put a shrimp in our mouths. It looks like there's no pop-up camp present near that Balahara. But let us bird up. Whoops. Let us bird up again. And make our way to it. So, even in ultra graphics, I'm still noticing some distant pop-in. Like those rocks, the level of detail pop-in is... it's noticeable. That said, you gotta kind of expect that sort of thing. Like in a video game where the level of detail at its highest is this high, you can't expect it to have full level of detail at all distances, and the depth of field isn't potent enough to hide the level of detail change at 4K. This tail. I need to get used to how it twists up and then stabs. Tails don't usually stab. Nice miss. How does it still make the sand vortex when it's not in the sand? The vortex developed after it was out of the sand. I guess all it has to do is start the animation. I was close to getting that zero-sum. Wow, they could really send themselves flying, huh? Tail popped off a little early into that.
You can carve materials from severed parts.
I'll ride with you.
So apparently the 6 screamer pods at once thing was an opening sequence only deal.
Monsters horning in. Leave this to me. Heels inbound. Shot trap's down and ready for you.
This thing doesn't want to move, does it? There we go. I've seen in videos people doing, like, 2 slashes with this. I need to figure out how. Yeah, Crab, I feel like in this game we're probably not going to be having gems and plates as our limiting factor for making equipment. I think it's probably going to be the monster tickets, which, you know, makes sense, because that way what limits us from making more gear is hunting more monsters without the RNG being as big a factor. But also, if we're getting this many plates and gems, like, watch pieces take 3 gems to make instead of just 1. Like, I'd imagine the amount of hunts we have to do in order to actually create a piece of armor, or a full set even, is probably going to be very similar to what it was in previous games, even despite the apparent increased probability of getting the rare drops. But yeah, probably going to be less RNG, but still same number of hunts in general, is what I would guess. Oh, so we can launch him while he's burrowing from place to place. At least sometimes. Apparently that Sonic drowned out his roar. Are you gonna go up on the thing? Am I gonna get to kill you with this again?
Got it on the ground.
Nope, no kill this time. I like that he's actually got sand gills that he vents.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I'm glad to hear there's a big difference between Strength 1 and Strength 5 Balahara. It'll make things more interesting to have such variance in the same monsters.
Always happy to take the quest.
Okay, looks like we've got a while yet before Raydao shows up. So what that means is it is time to go exploring around. Can set up some pop-up camps with our infinite tents.
That looks like a good place to set up camp. This looks like a good spot to set up camp.
And since we have infinite tents, I see no reason
I gathered some materials too.
why we shouldn't
Sacred's pouch.
just set them all up. Because, like, sure, some will get destroyed, but as long as they're not destroyed, they... Wow, there's palm trees just completely popping in and out over there. It seems they are behaving now. But yeah, as long as they're not destroyed, they are valid fast travel points, so why not? Yeah, I'm not surprised that a tent specifically right here at this oasis would be considered dangerous.
There are a lot of monsters there.
I don't know that I've been down here. At least not to any significant degree. Right, I have been down here enough to see that. I wonder where else we can set a pop-up camp. Oh, hey, it's that Balahara. Isn't there a space for a camp, like, around here somewhere? I hadn't thought about the fact that Raydao and Astalos both have bolt gems, but I guess it makes sense. I am not where I thought I was. And I think I know why. The minimap, when it is set not to rotate, is freaking mirrored. Or not mirrored, but it's like... It's rotated the wrong way relative to this map. I guess I need to set this map not to rotate, because this is how it should be. I wish I could set this map not to rotate. Okay, so I want to... I guess that thing making all the noises I'm hearing. That's clearly somewhere we're going to be able to go in the full game. Like, it's barely separated from where we are. Like, maybe this ravine won't be traversable, but come on.
We could set up camp there. I'll just hop off for now. We gotta be careful if we set up camp here.
Oh. There's a limit to how many camps you can set up, even if you have infinite tents. Got it. So it's not like Great Wire Bugs and you just set them all up anyway. You actually do have to pick and choose to an extent. That's good to know. That's a lot of mining to do out there.
You can carve materials off of small monsters as well.
So, fun fact, for a little while during the last beta, there were some images going around of these, or one of these Karatanoths being completely, or appearing to be completely melanistic. Like, it was, its scales were dark black, its spikes were dark black, it just, completely black version of Karatanoth. And people were like, oh, is that, natural variation? Like, do they actually go melanistic? Turns out the answer was no. That's what happens to a Karatanoth when it gets struck by a Raydao railgun. It scorches them black. Uh-oh, a Chatacabra discovered my oasis tent. How could it have done so when it was hidden so well?
Wow, we sure got here fast.
Interesting. We don't have to let go of one wedge beetle to hook onto another. Also, I believe this is the first time we've ever seen a free-flying wedge beetle. The fact that we can still swing from it means those guys have some powerful wings. Oh, I see. We don't swing from them. We just grab them for a single lift. And then they piece the heck out. Still, remarkably powerful wings for such a small beetle. I actually really like that animation. When we're mining like that, we don't whack and grab and whack and grab. It's whack to get the ore loose and then grab, grab, grab. So it seems when you're going from wedge beetle to wedge beetle, it's not perfect. The angles you swing at are not always useful. So, when we need to do our mining here, I know where to go. Oh, that's cool! Our cat whacking it also loosened the ore, so we were able to just grab, grab, grab. That is attention to detail right there.
What do you think we'll find?
Can I jump down this hole? No. It would not surprise me in the least if that crawl space got blocked off during the sand tide. Okay. These blue dots must mean that's where we can swim. So let's go do some swimming while we wait for the sand tide. Actually, it looks like the sand tide's coming pretty soon. Yeah, it's almost on us. So let's not.
My whiskers are tingling. Weather's changing.
Apparently I don't have meat to grill. Wonder if there's any in here, or if I have to go actually kill something.
The weather is getting increasingly worse. Exercise caution.
I heard that lightning strike, but
look half bad.
That's actually pretty neat. And I like that we made 8 well-done steaks at once. There's our boy. Oh, it's a strength 5 raid now. Excellent.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
For strength 5, I don't know.
Those supplies will help with this quest. Let's be sure to use them.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go cook a meal. Actually, I guess I don't need to be in camp to do that because we've got the portable BBQ grill. But still, meal. So that we have food buffs. Crab, we know for sure that we can change the Sacred's colors. I imagine it won't be too long into the game when we are allowed to do so. Okay, that delay after zero sum, the recovery animation is long enough to get railgunned. Good to know.
Look out! Other monsters horning in. Each other.
Rain Dow just tears other monsters apart. It's kind of great. Thanks for the free part break there, Ray Dow.
Careful! That's one furious foe! Looks like it's moving to a new area.
It's also really cool how Ray Dow's railgun leaves this fulgurite behind on the sand. Just like how it would if lightning struck real sand. I lived! Oh, Vigor Wasps aren't an instant heal anymore. It's like the Great Vigor Wasps. You gotta stay in the cloud. Did my counter to Yes, take me wherever it is you're going. Okay, so I am actually super happy about what just happened there. Because the monster was flying to a separate area, and I did not get forced off of my zero sum while it was flying. That is gonna make zero sum so much more fun. Because, like, in World and Rise, if a monster was leaving the area and going somewhere else, it would fly up past an invisible ceiling beyond which I could not zero sum. But apparently now they don't do that, and I can just be along for the ride until I pop off naturally.
Leave this for me. Heels inbound.
Land in the vines. Thank you for landing in the vines. I love seeing a 4-digit number show up when this guy railguns another monster. Because, like, I know that Doshagama is not my quest target. I don't need to care about how much damage it has taken. But big number!
Let's cleanse that status.
So you see this burning grass here? Your weapons that have heat elements to them can actually set grass on fire like that. Like Charge Blade, apparently if you overcharge the sword mode and it's overheated, if you walk around in grass with it unsheathed, it will set the grass on fire. And that's just kind of cool. That is one heck of a wide move. So it looked like I was right on the edge of it. Looks like I've still got my food buff, judging by the icon in the top left there, though. Oh, is he going where I think he's going? Yeah, up where all the crystals are to knock down on him. So, I know from experience that we try and knock down the crystals before we try and get a mount here. Nice. How'd I get a wound on his wing?
You're not taking me down.
Oh boy, a falling boulder upsurge.
Careful. That's what Fury smoke.
Not quite close enough. Whoops. I like that when you get amped, it actually gives you a decent little chunk of bonus sword juice. And sand tide over. Is this close enough? Yep. I bet these wings are breakable. And apparently there are some animations in which a monster just can't be flashed. Apparently that wing sweep still hits me a little bit when I am zero-summing his leg.
Looks like it's moving to a new area. This ought to put a dent in it. Mind if I hop on?
Looks like the monster dropped something.
Well, a bit late for me to go check out what it dropped. Fortify on 3-piece Doshagma. Good to know.
I'll just hop off.
I only bothered looking at 2-piece because I figured, hey, 2 is what I can easily fit. Back is... Well, back's 1 hit away from a wound, but we're not getting that 1 hit because we got a part break when it wasn't ideal. And big boy Scully. It's gonna be fun looking for all the endemic life in this game. Also, I need to get that tail off before I kill this thing. I haven't been focusing enough on it. I do not mind having been on my bird for that move. Lets me get very much out of the way. Now, can I get to the tail? Yes. Oh, he's got a wound on the tip of his tail. It's a great place for it to be. Well, maybe not great, but useful. We're actually going to let him get ahead of us, because if he goes to sleep, well, we can have a fun time with him.
I'll put the materials I gathered in your item box.
And there's a sleepy boy. I wish he slept under this. Because this is where it lands, right here. He's not quite there. Now let's see if I can get this. I think I'm too far. Yep, too far. Maybe if I drop down here and go right about here. There we go. Solid 200 damage wake up. Bad time to get caught reloading. There's the tail. I was so excited because he was getting towards the edge. I thought maybe there was a chance that he was going to be near the boulder. Uh-oh. I wonder, if I use a luring pod on him, will it make him walk towards me? Seems the answer is no. Over here, bud.
Go on the offensive.
Only wound is here on the tail. Oh, there's also one on the back, but I can't exactly reach that. And we got him.
Remember the card that severed one.
All right with you.
Tail is over here. And of course, I got no gems or plates this time. Okay, so what I need to do now, since I've hunted everything, is I need to go visit Kunafa for one. Unlock that as a fast travel point. And then, once I have visited Kunafa, it will be time for multi.
Help put away the materials we found.
Always happy to take you.
I found a bunch too.
The vigor wasps at this oasis have no wings. Who stole them? Oh, apparently I can fast travel there without having ever been there. Good to know. And here we are.
Over here. Come on.
Can I go in this building? Nope. Yeah, whatever. I guess being here is not of particular value. Where's base camp? Base camp's up there. Okay. Oh no, my frame rate dipped down to 56. Truly, this game is unplayable. Apparently, if you hang out with these two long enough, they start talking about Dundorma and Valhabar. I think I need to go into my tent to do quest-related things, like set us up for multi, though. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click this and be all like, hey, other players and support hunters are allowed, and passcode is going to exist. With today being November 1st, 1101. All right, so there's that. Yeah, it looks like I can post another Raydao right now if I want. And why would I not want? Though, from what I've heard, if you post these quests, it actually fixes the environment to the state that it's shown or something. Or maybe it doesn't fix it, but it'll make it evening in Sandtide if I do this, I guess. But I shall post and prep, which should give people potentially time to join, though I guess they would have to be in the same lobby as me in order to do it, huh? How do I figure out what lobby I'm in? How do other people join my lobby? You know what? Maybe... Oh. I guess I would need to invite people to my link party in order to do that. Oh, there's the lobby ID. It's on the right. How full is this lobby? Looks like the answer is very... Yeah, there's only one open slot. So actually, here's what we're going to do. We are going to return to title screen. But also we're going to kill the quest. Quest dead. I think that lets us return to title screen and actually save. Yeah, there we go. And then from the title screen, I can actually pick a lobby that is not basically full. So we can do a conditional lobby search. Be all like, hey, we're doing quest, or no, we're doing casual play. That's what we're doing. And I want veterans who are casual. And I don't know what it means, recommended. Oh, is it whether it'll recommend our lobby to other people? I guess so. So unavailable. And worldwide, sure. And then it should give me a list of lobbies, some of which are nearly empty. Sometimes you even get some that are not, or that are completely empty. But it looks like the best we can do is 2 players in right now. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go for a low player lobby that has a fun lobby ID, I guess. B4LM is like balm. We've got a word. X-balm. Okay, so now we go to player list. Wow, look at those hunters. X-balm 5 Southwest. So there we go. Lobby ID is in chat. Let's make sure settings stayed. They did. And thus, optional quests. Investigate Radau. Post and prep. And the other hunters in here all doing their own thing. So I don't gotta worry too much. I trust the viewing experience on this stream has been steady and smooth the whole time, not all grody and artifacty. Oh. Apparently this goes somewhere we're not allowed. Oh, we can't get on the sand ship? And I can't use this tent? That... Whoever just said, this'll be a good one. They weren't speaking English. Outlander, don't bother sending a link party invite. I'll be the one to send those. Because I have no way of seeing that you are in fact Outlander when you send one, because you're anonymized until you are in my link party. Crab, how does one join quests? You go in the tent, and then it's, like, on the post/join quest, you can join lobby quests. And if you are in my party right now, joining this quest, that means I know for a fact that you are in my chat. Problem is, I can't tell which of the people in this thing are in specifically my quest. Unless you've got different weapons than everyone else. So, I believe the Lance is going to be Outlander. Lance and Dual Blades, is that who we've got in here? I wish there was a... Ah, we can see my quest members. Alright, so... Link party, go! Link party, go! And Link party, go! Oh, one of you couldn't join the Link party. For the record, your Link party invitations are under invite notification list. Ah, we got Seth. Welcome to the Link party, Seth. And you don't have to join the Link party if you don't want to, but if you don't join, then it means your name is going to be Hunter. And also, when we are not in quests, you will not be sticking around with us. Okay, we've got Violet. Not sure which one of you is Violet, but welcome to the team. And I know which one of us is Hunter now. Okay, if you did not receive the Link party invite, then let's make sure that you do. There you are. Invitation sent. And just real quick, I'm going to look at this because two-piece Balahara isn't great, but then again, I want to keep that stun res. But then again, this is also stun res, but I guess we'll go to... Wait, Tashagama's... Ah, Inspiring Pelt is a group skill. Oh, interesting. Oh, group skills. Group skills isn't for the entire group. It's this piece of equipment is in a specific type of group that gives that. That's what it is. So, let's see. Don't like either of these. I'll probably hide my helmet. Seth, I didn't notice your Hunter appearance until after you had joined the Link party. So, Outlander, I have tried to invite you multiple times, and it keeps saying you could not join the Link party. Maybe you're in a Link party of your own already or something? I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and make myself a meal. And then we can depart. Because why hunt on an empty stomach? Okay, so we have to actually register a favorite meal as a separate thing before we can have favorite meals. It'd be nice if a meal that you'd had more than once just got populated into favorite meals. But I suppose it is better to let us manually put something in there. Okay, if you have left your own Link party, then it is time to re-invite you to mine one last time, hopefully. We didn't get a... You couldn't join, so... Should work. Alright, we got Outlander. Which means... time to stand by. Can't hide my helmet while I'm in standby. Just remembered that I wanted to do that.
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today. Those supplies will help us quest. Let's be sure to use them.
Okay, so... where is helmet display? There it is. And there's our Ray Dow. He was not far away. Okay, the mount struggle makes the tail a dangerous weapon. Good to know. Dodged into that like a fool. Joke's on this guy with Rise-style zero-sums. I have earplugs. I really do like Ray Dow. It's a great monster. Really fun hunt. Looks cool, sounds cool, fun to fight. What's not to like? Oh, also good theme. That's another aspect of this monster that is quite nice.
monsters as well.
Oh, interesting. If you hold L, it shows an actual readout with numbers of how much time is left on the quest. Zero summon raid out of space feels real good. I imagine it would feel real bad if I was on it during a railgun, but as long as I'm not on it during a railgun, feels nice. Well, guard, welcome to the lobby. Hopefully we'll get a chance to have you join in. There's a heavy severing pod. I love these things. Put them on the tail, watch numbers happen. And the tail is severed.
Don't forget, you can carve materials from severed parts. More supplies have been added.
I got a tail from that tail. And I have enabled bonk. Where bird? There, bird. There's an aspect... Oh, hi, Shadow Copper. There's an aspect of this hammer and its focus attacks that I haven't used yet because I didn't realize was a thing. Apparently you can charge the hammer during the focus attack. And I need to figure out what exactly that does. That was close. Hey, I can launch people again. You couldn't launch people with a hammer in Sunbreak. Okay, charging during the focus strike just is a standard hammer charge. So if you charge the whole duration, you can just super pound when you're done. Also, I can now... Oh, hey, it's these guys. These guys are new. Look at them. Little waspy guys with searchlights. And apparently they're small monsters and not endemic life, so that's neat. Wonder if there's going to be a big version of those searchlight waspy guys. But anyway, I can confirm that Hammer is still just as flinchable by other players as it always has been. Which is unfortunate when Rei Dao's face is so appetizing as a target. Hammer sets are going to need flinch-free in the actual For Reals game. And I can't strong charge like you could in World in order to at least charge while having some measure of armor. God, nice miss. Okay, so it looks like a great combo is Focus Strike to do a bunch of damage and flinch the thing, charge during the Focus Strike, transition into the stronger charge, and then unleash the big charge on his face before he's done flinching. Seems like a valid and potent strategy. I want to see a Wyvern Fire Wake Up with bombs. Let's make all of the visual effects happen.
Set a bomb. Set a bomb. Bomb. Set a bomb.
Show us a Wyvern Fire, if you've got it. Wyvern Fire looks so cool in this game. Holy hell. And it looks so long, too. Zappy floor got me. Wow, hearing all of our hunters simultaneously say thanks for the help. Was an experience. KO. Yeah, that is a huge Wyvern Fire visual. It's kind of great. Also, good hunt, folks. Turns out, Monster Hunter in multiplayer, really fun. And Wilds in multiplayer feels real good. Feel a little better if I had flinch free on my hammer set, but still. Where bird go? Oh boy, a plate. Oh boy, I'm the weak point guy. And so is Violet. I haven't gotten any Ray Dow gems yet on PC. But that's okay, because I got freaking 4 of them in one hunt on PS5. And I don't get to keep them anyway. Interesting. So, we do still have the Link party up, but I guess it doesn't show as visibly as I might like. I guess we've got the icons for it, like, on the left side of the screen, we've got weapon icons for everyone who's in the Link party. Just seems a little delayed for everyone getting back here. Maybe my PC is just the best at loading me back here. I wouldn't put it past it. My PC is beefy. So, let's see here. Let's see if we've got a better thing out in the world. Got a 4-star Doshaguma. 2-star Chatacabra. 4-star Balahara. That is better than any of my optional Balaharas that I can post. So let's go for a 4-star Balahara. Why not?
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today. They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
Yeah, Seth, when you're in a Link party, it prioritizes Link party members for displaying people in the base camp. So that would be why we see each other. Because we are prioritized. Also, hey, another Ray Dow showed up, but I've already hunted 2 of him today. Wait, you guys posted a quest and are waiting for others to join? Shouldn't you be in my quest? How... Clearly there is some learning to do about how questing works in multi in this game, because it is different.
Might be a good place to set up camp. Let's go see. I'll see you back at camp.
Wait a sec. Stache said he'd see me back at camp and then just left. I guess in 4-player we don't all get to have our pets in this game. Nerfed from Rise. Why did this thing have to be flopping around, not in the very bottom of the hole? So that every time I was trying to attack, my animations were so slow that I couldn't actually reach it because the hole would pull me away. Dude just got hit with lightning for 350 damage. And again. Looks like fighting this guy in a lightning storm is actually really beneficial for us. And again! The lightning has done over 1,000 damage to this Balahara so far. And now I've learned that I can zero-sum not just the bases of tails, but the tips too. Tail obtained. Can I just say, I love how smooth this visual experience is, despite all of the everything going on right now. We've got a bunch of players, a ton of visual effects. And yet, things are moving along just fine. So it looked like Outlander was the one who actually confirmed the KO. Because I was still charging up my big hit.
Lightning has a man talk.
Have I tried holding down during golf swing? What do you mean? Ah, holding the triangle for the golf swing. I see. So we can just hold this to use as an offset strike. I see. I get it. I get it. I get it. And as long as we're holding it, we can offset strike pretty much immediately. Getting there is going to be the tough part. And in multiplayer, having the monster target me after I'm in that held stance will also be a little tricky. Oh, he is KO'd. Looks like I might have super armor during Big Bang combo, which is great. I like that they swim close enough to the surface of the sand that we can actually follow them visually. Like, the sand deforms around them even when they aren't breaking the surface, but also they break the surface a lot. It's really cool. Guy didn't burrow very far, did he? Hey, Curbster.
We should give it more supplies. Check your sacred spell.
Well, we almost got him with the falling rocks.
That's another quest complete.
Wow. The glow, the way it filled in the high-res texture, was very visually impressive just there.
Make room for me too.
I see we've just got a bunch of wimp chotacabras. Seth, I believe you were the first to mount him, but it was really early on in the quest. Because it seems that in this game, the first mount is always going to be pretty dang early. Because if everyone rides their sacred to the monster and jumps off and does a jump attack to initiate combat, then yeah, after like 1-2 players do that, first mount happens. Okay, we are going to do one last hunt, and then I'm actually going to be calling it a stream, but hang on a sec. Is there anyone
Weather's changing.
who is in the lobby that would like to hunt? Because we've done 2 quests with this exact group, and if there's someone who is waiting, might as well give a chance, you know? So if you would like to join the hunt, just say something in YouTube chat, and we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna do a Doshagama because I haven't done that in multi yet, and Chotacabra is just too easy. Alright, Guard would like to get one in, so Seth has said that someone could take her place, which means I can go here and I can view Link members and I can be all like, hey Seth, thanks for joining, goodbye from Link Party. And now I'll go ahead and post a Doshagama, and it'll have the passcode, and Guard, once you have joined it with the passcode, we'll know it's you, and you will get a Link Party invite.
doesn't look half bad.
Yeah, Seth, I can't tell you what the bow deal is, but from what I've heard, it's really, really good in this game. And everyone's prepped, so let's start quest.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
Only cowards use large dung pods, just for the record. What's going on here? Oh, it's a hunting horn thingy. I get it. This isn't even the right monster. Oh, we lost guard. A little unfortunate, but I suppose such is the realities of playing a beta. There's always the chance that something can go wrong, especially when playing the beta of a PC game that has to be able to target multiple different hardware specs. Press the wrong button to try and do my sword counter. I wonder how much health the smaller Doshagama have. Because, like, surely it's going to be a lot more than any small monster. But it's also got to be less than the alpha, right? So I wonder how much effort it would take to actually kill them to get rid of them. Today isn't the day to find out. That'll be for, like, tomorrow's stream. But it's an interesting thing to think about. Yeah, Curbster, the game is a lot more stable on PC, especially when your PC is beefy. Very, very beefy. Oh, you lost your UPS. That is unfortunate. As far as PC specs go, the beefiness of mine is down to it being a 14900K with a 4090. So my numbers could hardly be bigger. Like, the 14900K isn't the strongest CPU in the world anymore, but it's still not far. So that's where my stability comes from, running on ultra presets. Though I am technically not running at native 4K. I am using quality upscaling, which is basically upscaling, I think, from 1440p to 4K. But it's still upscaling. Still, I'm not seeing most of the usual hallmarks of upscaling artifacts, so could be worse. And the only reason I'm upscaling at all is because I'm streaming and I want to make sure I've got at least some headroom for the stream. Well, I got an offset attack in. That felt nice. Fighting Toshagama with his boys definitely makes it a much more interesting hunt, I must say. Why was my bird so far away? Wrong Toshagama. I saw a wound on somebody. Oh, it's on our boy. So, useful tech. When you get knocked down in the way that you get stuck on the ground for a bit, call your bird, and if it's close enough, it'll scoop you right up before you get up on your own. And I have just learned that sword counter does not negate damage, it only reduces it. You gotta love remote wound destruction. Oh, he's a limpy boy. This feels like the Iceborne beta and earlier, where they would go to sleep even if you were there. I mean, hey, it went to sleep, and even if I freaking slapped it. Well, I saw the wind from your slam move his fur. That's something. Oh no, Ray Dow discovered my Oasis pop-up camp. And the tent is done. I imagine it got railgunned. And there we go. Toshagama down. Nice work, folks. It has been a pleasure. Didn't get the tail, but I wasn't really going for it. You don't get to carve it after you break it anyway.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Cute. Our birds nuzzled each other. Yeah, it's gonna be a real good time when this game comes out for real. And I imagine at some point we'll get a second beta with Arkveld in it. Because that's what they've done for basically all of the past Monster Hunter games since World. Is do a second beta with the flagship. So there's a chance that we'll see it happen. But either way, that's it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back tomorrow for more hunting goodness. See you then, friends.